Shabbat Shalom. Happy Texas Independence Day. This is Biological, episode 3. There's 2 old episodes that I put up. I need to try to keep this within the 5 to 6 minute limit I want to set for tutorials. First of all, this is about you dumbasses. And some of you dumbasses, especially you people that believe everything you see on YouTube that's got real, got a graphics and fancy presentation and all that stuff, nice. You're not going to get that from me. What you're going to get is an unbiased decision and judgment on the existing evidence. That's what you're going to get from me. Now, Simon Whistler, with that nice authoritarian British accent, everybody just thinks the minute you hear a British accent that, oh, they're so smart. No, they're not. I think it's you, Simon, and the guy with the kind of dark hair got he's now twice have claimed that prions exist. And I left comments saying that, there was no proof that prions exist. And just before I started the camera rolling here, I did a little checkup because Google is oriented for the dumbest people. I didn't go straight to the National Library of Medicine. I went, okay, Google, is there any proof that prions exist? Because Google exists to answer the questions of stupid people. Because the majority of you, let's face it, the majority of you have little or no education, and over half of you in this country, depending on ethnicity, are below 100 IQ. You're really, okay, I'll get to the point. On the SciShow, they even, what I did was I went and quickly reviewed the literature. Actually, down second or third, they started citing Scientific American, which is right there. You start losing me right there. Scientific American is biased. I'll get to that in a second, if I remember. But the SciShow was even showing like a graphic of a conformational model of a prion. No, it does. That's all still hypothetical. No, it's 70 years now of research, and it's still purely hypothetical. They're only barely having some minimal success in vitro. Look, for you people that really don't know me, it'll take you a while. A lot of you out there, a lot of my old students, actually most of my colleagues have retired. And there's only like one competitor that I've got out there that I've proved I beat the pants off of you, Raphael Michelin, the Hebrew University team. Yeah, y'all did some great work, but you wanted all, you wanted the adoration of the hippies, and you wanted, peer review, and you wanted the money for it. You got a family to feed. And you didn't have no oil well like I did. It's just you dumbasses, just always, especially you pseudo-intellectual types. I was on a previous take on this. I was talking about a man in town. It was an elderly man who was just kind of, breezing around. He wasn't buying. He wasn't really shopping. He was just looking for people to try to impress. He had that real profound, pensive kind of humorless approach. Oh, bullshit. To all my fellow kike geniuses out there, Jewish humor is American humor. The brightest people I've ever met are usually the funniest and stuff. They have the greatest sense of humor. And if you try to be all some sort of profound thinker and sensitive and stuff, I know you're a phony. I know you're a dumbass. You just want to break my foot off in your ass. Let me go back to Scientific American real quickly. Many journals in the last couple of decades, like there was a new journal that popped up called New Scientist. Right off the bat, obvious bias. So if it comes up New Scientist as a citation, I immediately discount it. Some of you people are still getting your information from Scientific American. You're actually giving money to those people. When the Scientific American editorial board took the position a couple of years ago that GMOs were safe, which is in direct contradiction to the facts. Although there's been very little legal work done on it, it's almost all of it's been illegal. I did an illegal study with using brown rats. They're like 64, 65 centimeters, 1 kilogram, easy to cut up. You people are dumbasses. You don't know how to analyze the literature. You keep listening to dumbasses, and it really annoys me when you keep listening to industry hacks and stuff, and somebody's part of an industry. I'm not. I have no political affiliations. I have no industrial affiliations. I'm not selling you a book. No. When we're talking about here, while we're talking about selling things, all you people are buying that CBD oil, cannabidiol, in decades of research. There's been no proof. All you got is anecdote. This is where things sometimes just become biological. If you're taking just a fraction of cannabinol, if you're leaving out the delta-9 THC, the one analog for racedonyl ethanolamide, you're fucking up. See, I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to use blunt Texas terms here. You're fucking up. You're a dumbass. If you're taking cannabis, which is the only functionally superior and even less toxic than our natural racedonyl ethanolamide or endocannabinoids, if you don't get that feeling like you're a barefoot kid running naked through a beautiful world, you're losing it. Our brains are built to feel bliss all the time. Or our moods will change and stuff go up and down, but we're intent. We're designed, but we do, have a tendency to wear out that chemistry. And that's where I think that my next little tutorial is going to be on the myth of fibromyalgia, how that's really a GABA thing, and it's almost exclusively female. It's a pain perception thing. It's a GABA, okay, they're a little short of GABA. That's what they're using. They're using GABA analogs to treat it and stuff. But I just want to let y'all know that y'all are dumbasses. You really are. It's why I really can't hardly associate with most people anymore, is that because you say things all the time that it takes. Actually, lately I've been losing my ability to be diplomatic with people that are less than diplomatic themselves. I almost bit off a pharmacist's head the other day because she wanted to tell me about a drug that was developed, and I was one of the first Americans to test when she was like in elementary school. And I just told her, no, thanks, I'm in a hurry, I got to go. And she got kind of hissy about it. And I actually started off reciting the history of the drug to let her know that I know more. I actually told her I know more about this drug than you do. Pompous jackasses and dumbasses. I eat PhDs for breakfast. I eat MDs for lunch. You know what this is? Piece of chocolate. I'm going to finish with this little story. Dr. Danielle Piamelli wrote one paper long ago, decades ago, claiming that she had discovered cannabinoids in chocolate. I immediately ate her ass on my television show, Get That with Kent, on Austin Access Television, and said that, there's some fatty acids, there's some precursors there, but there are no cannabinoids in chocolate, Dr. Piamelli. And this will be the only paper you ever publish in press release to the world to try to get your name out there. That's it. You had one published paper. Don't know how you got through peer review. You got it, publicized, obviously probably funded by the chocolate people, but it wasn't true. And I call stuff the way I see it. And the way I see it is most of you are fucking dumbasses. And you can leave comments below. I'll leave the comments section open. That doesn't mean I'm going to read it. But anyway, that's it for now. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Texas Independence Day. And this is from the original colony of Texas. My great-grandfather, William Wayne Hill, was the real founder of Texas. It was his money, his brains, his scheme. Stephen Fuller Austin was my great-great-uncle. To most of y'all, I'm nobody. But to those people that I grew up with and the people here locally who are old-timers, they know who the hell I am. I am somebody. And the people who've known me my whole life and watched my progress in science knows that I am the guy that discovered that the largest selling class of drugs is killing us, killing you, and that cannabis cures cancer. My closest friends have watched me dodge the doctors and cure cancer now 2 rounds. And I'll discuss that in the future. But for now, I just want to remind you, you're a bunch of dumbasses.